The U.S. economy is holding up, in case you wondered. I went to the grocery store yesterday. I mean, I know that this is just white noise to most of you because you're all going to the grocery store. I spent $125 and got, well, I'll show you what I got. I did not get any wet cat food. No, because it is too expensive, Tiptoe. So the most expensive thing I bought at the grocery store was paper towels. I think these were like $25, and I got $5 off or something. Maybe it was 20. I mean, I have never been like, you only need one paper towel. But I've become that person. And don't go telling me I should order them off Amazon or wherever the hell you get them. I got this. It's going to be a beautiful day. Are you on crack? A beautiful day. Oh my God. This is the millionth day of January. Yesterday, somebody sent me this thing of the woman who's like, dear Jesus, how many days are there in January? Today, it's gray. It's smoky gray today. Gray. The water is sort of a steel cocoa color. And it's raining. Not real rain, like the kind of rain that makes you want to, get cuddled up or you can hear on a tin roof. This rain is like this. Spitty diarrhea rain. That's what we have today. Okay, what else did I get? A box of honey buns. And now I'm going to get messages. Do you let Amos eat sugar? No. Oh, penne rigate, or what, I don't know how you say that. Organic. I didn't mean to buy organic. David. David was on my trip. Though he doesn't really go by David. Annie's mac and cheese. Hawaiian rolls. What else? Oh, somebody sent me this. I didn't buy this. But it's real good. It's a frother. You're having snow. Well, of course you are, because you suck. I mean, I want snow. And then we went to Mamacita's because if I go to the grocery store, I have to also get takeout food. And the friends at Mamacita's gave Amos this hat. It says Corona Extra. I mean, that's when you have some good friends in town. Did I get anything else? I think that's all I got. Legit. That's everything I bought. And it was $125. Oh, I know. I got some Tide and bleach, which are in my car still because I didn't feel like carrying them upstairs. And then I immediately sat down on my couch, which I keep blankets on. You know how old people used to keep plastic? Well, they evidently don't make that. So I have a white blanket on the couch to keep it off the white couch, but the white couch can be washed. And anyway, I sat down with my tacos and put my cup of ice water, my very large cup of ice water, right beside me. And then I moved, and the whole cup of water spilt into my pants. Ice in Tennessee. Let me tell you what. If you live somewhere and they say there is ice, do not get in your car. Now, I know you might be a nurse or a FedEx driver or an 18-wheeler driver, but just tell me for this. Are you willing to die over the job? Because I just saw people driving in Dallas and their cars, it's like Amos with a Matchbox car on, slick hardwood floors. You shouldn't be driving. Where do you live? I don't even know. Somewhere very, very gray. I think it's in eastern North Carolina. I made my own chai tea, and then I discovered this thing at the Edenton Coffee House. It's a dirty chai tea. Do you know what that is? It's a chai tea with a shot of espresso. Has the coon hat been replaced? The coon hat was packed up for the cruise, and I have not unpacked yet. Yeah, you can't drive on ice. And I know your job is important. But what I would say to myself is, what will my employer do when I die and never come to work again? That's what I'd say. Call me crazy. Ice here, canceled appointment. What is the dog doing? Big hugs. Pea soup. Margaret, I've never been a real fan of pea soup. I've only read about it in those books, though, George and Martha. So it kind of freaks me out. I love you. Oh, you should come be a subscriber. I don't think I'll ever get any now that I'm not on that cruise. When you're on a cruise boat, people are like, yay. And then you get home to gray North Carolina and they're like, she real boring. I mean, I'm not. But it's so bad here. Bad. I mean, look. I mean, it looks like you're like walking into Highway to Heaven. You should try mushroom coffee. What? What is this thing you speak of? Well, I do have good news this morning. So I'm on a text stream with some my cruise people, Sheila, Mary Scott, and Lori. You know, Lori is my hairdresser. She has Cutting Up in Edenton. So Lori is really funny, and I think I've convinced her to do a subscriber page. I said, Lori, what if you got 1,000 subscribers? She'd say, I say, see you later, hair. Honor, you do not need to go to the bathroom, and you're not taking those socks outside. Oh my God, Moses. Okay, go on. I mean, our yard looks like a freaking laundromat. Subscriber Pam here. Yay. I mean, if Lori does a subscriber page, and I said, I only charge $5. You've got to charge 10. I mean, people will pay. I would pay 20 a month for Lori. Yay, Sherry. I mean, I'm not kidding. Look, my subscribers are like, yes. Seriously, we have 1 day left of January. Then it's going to be February. We've had not a lick of snow. Well, we did have like 4 flakes a month ago. People in North Carolina love snow, or at least in this part of North Carolina, because if we get any snow, we shut down the world. You haven't lived in Western New York, no sun. I think it'd be a struggle. I don't think I'm a New York type. I think I'm a Miami type. I like to look outside and see green grass. I like to get a little color. Like my dad yesterday, I talked to him and he said, oh my gosh, it's 84 degrees. 84 degrees. Just to hear her southern twang. I mean, she said, Adrienne, what is happening? So you know the Murdoch trial in South Carolina? Who I did a video on Sunday night with Seton Tucker, and she's coming on tomorrow with my subscribers in the afternoon to give us a little bit of an update. She was like, I mean, those Madoffs, they are bad. I was like, it is not Madoff. It is Murdoch. Madoffs. And this morning I have Nurse Gina coming over. Nurse Gina is funny. I said, Nurse Gina, are you going to go on the cruise next year? She said, yep, I'm going to go and be drunk and big as a Buick. Yeah, palm trees, they make me happy. I think of Curious George just shooting up the darn thing. How many followers do you have to have before you can have a subscriber page? I don't know, Kate, but I have a feeling Lori, I mean, I think my subscribers would follow her within like a second. So I think she would probably have to wait about 2 days. That's the way I see it. Oh, God, we got spammers. Here they come. Changing our life. If you're going to spam me with your black magic Dwara guaranteed Samadan, You've got to do it in English, Tootsie Pop. I mean, I'm just going to suspend you and see if you can get it together. It's 0 where I live right now. In Atlantic Beach. Let me tell you what. I ain't going to any Atlantic Beach. Wanda. I can't believe people subscribe to these sites. No offense, you're interesting. But doesn't anybody work anymore? Well, Wanda. Shh. Don't tell the secret, Wanda. Don't tell. But this is my job. Yes, it is. Just like some people subscribe to the News and Observer or HBO or Netflix or Apple TV Plus, or maybe they subscribe to, I don't know. The way I see it is it's $5, which is like less than a thing of French fries and a drink, and that you might actually laugh and not get fat as a pig. I hope you're going to talk about the Alex Murdaugh murder trial. Karen, I had a big video on it on Sunday night. Tomorrow I have a subscriber video with Seton Tucker. And then I hope next Sunday night we'll do our next update. Do your subscribers pay for this as well? Nope, this is free. So after I get off this video, Nurse Gina's coming, and Nurse Gina and I are going to do a video. And then I have Angela, the health guru. I have something new happening on my subscriber page, which is, well, you get videos with my parents and sometimes my in-laws, which you really get your money's worth on that. I hopefully have a new retired teacher that's moved to Edenton. He was an elementary school teacher, and he's real funny. And we're going to meet for coffee on Thursday morning to talk about getting him to come on once a week and talk about education and public education. And he's fun. Wouldn't that be good? So anyway, these are kind of things. You have a tabletop supplemental light. I would need like a supplemental. I need to live in a snow globe or something. Pin your subscriber information. Let me go get it. Hold on. Just a minute. Okay, I would just like to say that was really fast. I mean, I am a genius. What is that noise? Look at there. I did it. Trending, try not to laugh. Oh, God, we got more. Hashtag cute, hashtag funny. One thing I noticed yesterday when I was talking about what's happened in Memphis, there's a real theme. I know y'all have seen this if you're on Facebook at all. But when you put up a video or you talk about something kind of traumatic, there are all these people from Africa, and there were 9 I banned from Africa, so I'm not being anything except just stating the facts, that are like, click here to see this terrible video. And I've noticed it before, but I'm like, how did they end up on my page? It seems so weird. It's like there's a sixth sense of what to do, you know? Anyway, pin comment. Look at there. That hat would be a fashion statement if you added pom-poms. I almost thought you said if you add porn. It's like me doing porn. Why wouldn't you come to Atlantic Beach, Florida? Well, I thought you were talking about Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, Sherry, which is where I go. But Atlantic Beach, North Carolina looks just like this. I didn't know there was another Atlantic Beach. Ain't nobody told me that. My Atlantic Beach is 2.5 hours away. Are you close to Edenton? I live in Edenton. Yes, I do. I live about 3 blocks from downtown. People play mahjong and canasta, and they drink wine at lunch. And then they're over here, and I'm just sitting around doing nothing. It's warmer in Connecticut. Greenwich. Oh, my gosh. Greenwich. I mean, I could live in Greenwich. I bet y'all have more than a Food Line. Though my friends that live in fancy places, I have this one friend, and she's like, I mean, we live in a really small town. Our Whole Foods is not very big, and we don't even have a Trader Joe's. I'm like, I'm going to kill you. Kate is coming to Edenton to get her hair done. Lori might need to double charge her prices of hair cutting just to hang out. But then the problem is people are going to hate me because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you propelled Lori to stardom and now she don't cut hair anymore. And it's a real problem. There literally are people like that. I mean, I loved Lori, but now you've made her famous. And I mean, my hair is a wreck because, you know, my life, it's all about me. And I mean, I think that's wonderful that Lori now makes $8 million a month. But what about my roots? I mean, it's a real problem. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you, I would bet my 30-year-old uterus that will happen. Yes, I do. Who is Lori? Lori is my hairdresser. She went on my cruise. She'd never flown before, and I've never seen a pilot give anybody a Bloody Mary before the plane took off. That's Lori. Yes. Yes. She said, Adrian, you done walked the dog on me this week. Walk the dog. I'm out of content. I don't have anything else to talk about. No, I don't. Good morning, Andale. Y'all make sure you follow Andale over on Instagram. It's Andale Homestead, but it should be Andale Pyro Granny. How much can you make as a blogger on Facebook? Well, it's interesting you say that. So yesterday, somebody told me that the woman that has this old house with somebody, she said she makes 6 figures a month. And of course I was like, oh, she makes $100,000 a month. So I guess you can make right much. I ain't seen any 6 figures yet. If I made 6 figures, I think I would have to, well, actually that wouldn't make any money. I think that OnlyFans, if you want to make money quick, you need to get on OnlyFans. But is OnlyFans porn? And how do these people do this OnlyFans that have teenagers? My teenagers can't even they'll like send me a message over this video and be like, why were you in that hat? Take that video down. I mean, much less if I was like butt naked in a police uniform dangling on a pole. I mean, I'm not kidding. Can she just film herself while talking and not do her clients? No, she would have to do, Lori, I think, is going to have to do like a monthly video, like a wrap up of January or February or March, but not with clients. People are real funny. They think are you talking about Nicole Curtis? No, I ain't know nobody Nicole Curtis. Yeah, Ann said she made $42 last month. I made last month, the best payment I got was I made 8 cents on Reels, ads on Reels. 8 frickin' cents. I need your help with my blog. Well, I'm no expert, but I do think offering people free things to follow you is a really good idea. That's the only way I get anybody on Instagram. Now, Ann Dale just makes heaters with bricks and like candles and gets thousands a day. Where is Lori from? She's from Chowan County. She's from right here. Yes, she is. I'm going to be in there on Thursday morning with my subscribers. We're going to do a video together. Tomorrow she's with Mary Scott. That might be my Wednesday subscriber video. Middle-aged bosoms, right. Special privileges, not porn. Really? I have a feeling that my 17-year-old would say it was porn. Anytime that your bosoms are hanging out and you're on a pole on a bed with a police skirt on, porn. Oh, God, I'm dying. I mean, I'm just entertaining myself. Look at all these people wanting to join my video. What would they do if I clicked yes? Let's just click yes on one of them. I think it was an accident. I think what happens is Nicole and Deborah, Facebook tells them, you should join her video. And they're like, okay. Yeah, and you and I could do an OnlyFans page together. You make money from subscribers. Yes, I do. Apple Pay takes about 30% if you subscribe from your phone. So Apple is killing it. And Adrian makes the other 70% and then gives the government 30%. So of every $5 that I get, I make about $1.50. So that's pretty good. Just hustling my ass off for $1.50 a month per person. Yep. You can't even buy bubble gum with 8 cents. I know you can't. How do I subscribe to your Facebook? Well, I pinned the comment, Vonnie. Love the hat. Next time, Dominican Republic. You keep getting the message to join as well. It's an accident. I don't think it's an accident. I think Facebook. Oh, God. Majid Malik is back. Majid, I suspended you. I'm going to suspend you again. I'm going to give you one last chance to behave. Tired. How was Amos this morning? Amos was good. So when you have a little person with autism and you move and you go away for a week, you suffer when you come home, which I do. So you might sit around and think I just wear hats and talk about nothing, but I'm actually a mother that does a little bit. And Amos had a bad day at school yesterday, and I didn't know it until today. Yay, Bonnie. Because I didn't check his backpack or do his homework yesterday because, again, I'm not perfect. And he was not good at school yesterday. He was foul, but he was foul all weekend because I was gone. And, you know, Honor, could you shush? Because I work. And my work sometimes involves taking 100 people on a cruise. Oh my God, the dog. Come on in. Nurse Gina, you've got to start letting yourself in this house. We're having margaritas for breakfast. Tell them what's going to happen to you if you go on the trip.
What's going to go?
You're going to get big as a
Buick and drunk the loot. Yep.
big. I'm getting a shirt that says big as a Buick. Nurse Gina is here. I do IVIG every month because I have an autoimmune disease. Now I'm going to say that once, and then they're going to ask me 400 times. Where do the weirdos come from? I don't know. They're sitting over in a Nigerian cafe, is what I've been told.
Oh my.
Waiting for an autism evaluation. Oh, Bonnie, I hope it comes. So anyway, Amos was, yes, not good at school yesterday. He didn't eat lunch, but he was much better today. Much better. And this weekend is kind of exciting. I have some students at Chapel Hill that are doing a project, and they're going to come and video me. She's talking to the cats from Chapel Hill. I was like, ooh, can I use the video? So that's sort of exciting. I like to be the focus of a journalism project. The cruise was good for you and Amos. Well, it wore my ass out. I don't know if I got any rest. I mean, what if I'm going to spend a week? I guess I need to either be working or wallowing in bed. Next cruise I go on, I might wallow in the bed and just let people set up times to come and visit me. Be like Jabba the Hutt in there. Hey, Robin.
Good morning, darling. Hello.
That's how people talk to cats in eastern North Carolina. Mm-hmm. Oh, you've got all those kittens at your house.
Yeah.
How are they? Did you bring any over here?
Yeah.
I mean, Blair would be so excited if you brought tiny kittens to this house. We don't want tiny kittens, but we want to just play with them. I know, Diane, right? Gina's going on our trip next year, aren't you, Gina?
Yep.
She's got to get her passport.
Yep.
And we don't know where we're going. We're not going to Mexico. We decided we don't want to get kidnapped.
No kidding.
Devil went down to Georgia, can't take her gun down to Mexico.
That's right.
Sign up as a subscriber from your laptop, not your phone, so we don't pay Apple. And we're thinking Jamaica or the Dominican Republic, the trip next year. Gina likes cats more than dogs. Yes, she does. Yes, you do. So, did you see what happened yesterday in is it Dare County near Manio?
No, you know what I did yesterday? I went all the way to Enfield.
Yeah.
I didn't get home till 10 after 6. Made a beeline to where the kitties are held hostage.
Uh-huh.
And that's where I spent the remaining of my waking hours
In the bathroom.
with the kitties.
Why didn't you send me a video?
I was busy playing with the kittens.
Well, you could video yourself with the kittens.
Oh, no.
So yesterday in Currituck or somewhere, some guy who works on a boat fled the police, and then he got out a gun and started shooting.
Oh, wow.
Well, now he's hiding. But I've never seen Facebook so nice to people. Facebook is like, he is nice. Quit saying he's armed and dangerous. Don't give Mexico a bad name. I used to live there. Well, Megan, I had recently a friend who they were nearly kidnapped in Mexico, and they were staying at a really nice resort, and they went out. So it's nothing against Mexico. I love Mexico. I've been a bunch of times, but I ain't taken 100 of my followers who average age are 67 to Mexico and being responsible for all of them. No, because I no dummy.
No.
I would prefer to stay in the United States, but I can't find any place. Oh, in the Dominican Republic, you have to worry about your belly. What does that mean? Oh, drinking something?
Please tell me. I mean, if somebody wants to kidnap that, I'm all for it. Somebody can take away the belly. I'm going.
You got food poisoning in the Dominican Republic. Well, shit, you can get food poisoning in Chowan County. Well, anyway. We went to Mexico before we had Alaskan cruise. I don't know about going on any Alaskan cruise. That's a long way away. I'm going to tell you one thing right now. We're going to let the people that just went on this trip vote where we go next time because they've already gone. Key West, all-inclusive. Carrie, I'd love to know about a Key West all-inclusive that holds 200 people because I ain't even found one. Me like Key West. Gina, have you been to Key West?
No, but I would love to go to Key West.
Oh, I mean, Key West is good. Other than there are no beaches.
Really?
Not a lick of a beach. Well, there's Roosevelt Beach, which has rocks. But you could sit around at your pool. And they have one of those places where you go and you drink the stuff in the washing machines. They're real high alcohol level, though. Yes, like PJ. That's right. Purple Jesus.
Yeah, they put it in the bathtubs and everybody would just drink it.
And they made it with that alcohol Everclear.
Yes, Everclear.
Do people actually buy Everclear that aren't 16? Well, I had one person that got hammered on my trip on the first day.
Jesus.
And I took her drink away.
Oh, no.
And if I take your drink away, I said, "What are you drinking?" She said, "A vodka tonic." I said, "Not anymore, you're not."
Oh, Lord.
And then she was stuffing water bottles in the back of her pants.
Why?
Because she took drunk.
I guess you can put them inside the bag, but you know how you drink too much, you wake up.
But then she was good and she was fun. What about the people that came to Edenton? Don't we have a say? Kim, you just said you weren't going on any trip. Why do you need a say? You said you were coming back to Edenton. Edenton trip is, we're going to do another Edenton trip either in the fall or the spring next year. My son is graduating from high school next spring. So that sort of stresses me out because I don't want to miss out on what he's doing. But the fall seems too close, honestly. I'm exhausted, and I'm working on my book proposal. I make vanilla with Everclear. Well, good luck to you.
Getting your tonic.
She's getting my tonic.
Oh, glad I didn't need that pump.
What pump?
The pump charger.
I know you left that here yesterday.
Oh, well.
My microwave is very high. This worries people. And they all want to know, why is your microwave so high? Well, I'm going to tell you. I did not put it there. I bought this house, and they had put the microwave in. And it was a family of not very tall people, but you can't reach one darn cabinet in this house. I want to go to Edenton. Edenton is fun. So Edenton has offered to have a weekend for just my people, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, but they'll plan all sorts of things for us.
That's nice of Edenton.
That's nice, Edenton. Fall in Edenton is the best, unless it's 590 degrees. You can't subscribe, Jamie? Well, I'll tell you what you need to do. You need to delete the Facebook app and then re-download the newest one and try it from your computer. That'll work. St. John, Virgin Islands is really nice. Well, shit, I bet it is. Who are you purposing your book with? Well, I have an agent that reached out to me. Her name is Jennifer. And so I am going to give my proposal to her. And then we did a conference call with an agent and a publisher. Or an agent, and then the agent's like the head of the agency. And then they'll shop it around to publishers. If it's any good. Which could be a doubtful thing. Gina is going to write my intro. What would you say, Gina? Honor, quit.
You want the dang right truth. Read this book. If you want somebody scatterfooting around your feelings, do not read this book.
If you don't want people what?
Scatterfooting around your feelings.
If you don't want people scatterfooting around your feelings, read this book.
Yeah.
Have an Edenton weekend that is sponsored. I know. I want to go to Edenton with you. Where do I sign up? Well, Nancy, you need to become a subscriber first. I do keep these trip weekends to subscribers because I got to limit the number. Y'all got to have a little skin in the game.
Skin in the game.
Santorini is an amazing trip. Oh my God, can you imagine how long it would take to get to Santorini?
I don't even know what that is.
It's in, can you do it like this, or do I have to take
Yeah,
this
you're
stuff
good.
off? Hold on,
Just a minute pigtail.
where is it?
You got a Corona cap on.
I know they gave it to Amos yesterday at the Mamacitas.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I know. Oh. Corona. Just came on. Good morning. A book about what? What's my book about? Woo! That stuff's, what's that smell?
Alcohol. It might be my breath. I don't know.
How was your face from the tingle? I didn't tell you I got shaved last week.
You got shaved?
It's called the tingle. Lori did it. It takes all the peach fuzz off and the top layer of your skin. Don't I look brighter?
Mm-hmm.
You lie like a rug.
No, Laura needs to bring that on over here. If she can take off a couple layers of these wrinkles.
I'll do the tingle on you. Tinkle. I got an extra one.
You're not going to pee on me. You said a tinkle.
I have a tinkle, an extra tinkle.
Is it like one of those?
It's like a tiny little blue thing, and it's like a little tiny little razor.
Like you do your eyebrows with?
Yeah, do you do your eyebrows with it?
Yeah, and I've done that to my face. I didn't know if it...
You've tinkled yourself.
I've tinkled myself?
Yeah.
More than once.
Do you have a husband that helps you? Helps me what? What's he supposed to be doing? Yay, Cheryl. No, yes, I have a husband that works just like I do, but he does help me with, what does he help me with, Gina?
You said he's got a really good bond with Amos. I mean,
Yep.
yeah, and I mean the other kids as well. I mean,
Yep.
he supplies activities.
They play tennis about every day.
Um,
Takes the dog on walks, puts the trash cans
Yeah.
out, takes Amos to school, gives him his medicine, picks up takeout food,
Yep.
goes to the grocery store, gets salsa and
He
chips.
does regular husband stuff. Yeah.
No regular husband stuff.
Yeah.
Does he do the laundry? He
No.
can, but he doesn't like do it regularly. Does he clean the toilet? No. No, he doesn't do that. Do I care? Again, that's a no. He, yeah. It's so funny when you are me and people see me and not my husband, they're like, well, where is everybody? Because there are these like family blogs, like the Holdernesses. They're like a parody, right? My blog is not a family blog. My children have no desire to be on my blog unless they're being paid. So all these people, like our darling Chaos, I mean, it's really cute. They have like 400 babies. Well, someday those babies are going to get big, so they keep having babies. And those teenagers are going to be like, I am not getting on your Instagram. Or maybe my children are just difficult. That is for your eyebrows only. No, it's not. It's for your face. The tinkle for your face. Microplaning. That's what it's called.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I tried that to myself. Yes. To get rid of the peach fuzz, because you make it goes on smooth.
Well, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to have stubble the next day.
Right.
But I hadn't had any.
No, you're not gonna have stuff.
No stubble. All I need is a mustache. He steams oysters. He buys lots of bread. Look, my subscribers know what he does. Well, Michelle knew, and she's not even. Elaine cooks oysters. So we do a lot of oyster steaming this winter. You know how every winter you do something different? Because we have a little person. What is that drip? Is that my Toradol?
No, I pushed in your Toradol. That is your
Fluids.
normal saline fluid bolus.
Yep. Yep. I have an autoimmune disorder called MOG. But anyway, we have been cooking a lot of oysters this year. And I said to him, do you want to go out for oysters this weekend? Because we don't get to go out very often. And we have a caregiver / nanny that helps when we work, right? So that's helpful. But like us going on a date doesn't happen very much. Especially when I've been out of town for a week because we missed our nanny time and we're tired. So one thing we do is we sit around here and we steam oysters and watch football and feel like we're, out on a date. It's kind of fun. Like you don't have to go somewhere. Gina, do you think that you really don't have to go anywhere to make it feel like a date?
No, Jamie and I, we spend our weekends around the bonfire, cooking on the breeze.
She and her person spend their weekends around the bonfire.
I had much rather do that than go out.
Well, going out has gotten so expensive.
I just don't like being ready.
She doesn't feel like getting ready. I hate having to go somewhere on a weekend.
Yeah.
When I like to go somewhere, it's on a Thursday. But I think in people's heads, it's like, well, you hadn't done anything together. When we get our best time together, it's about 5:00 in the afternoon. We eat dinner, he and I and Blair, and not usually Amos, and in the mornings, like 7 to 7:30. Anyway, I would love to think that we could get up and exercise, but if Amos wakes up and I'm not here, he might have a heart attack. Too many people on the weekends. Yeah. Anyway, going out is so people-y. It's tricky. That hat brought sunshine. So this hat yesterday, Amos and I went to Mamacita's to get takeout food. Because when I go to the grocery store, I also have to get takeout food because I can't deal with cooking and grocery shopping. And we went to Mamacita's and they were like, Amos, do you want a hat? So our friends at Mamacita's gave us this nice hat. One thing I'm going to be doing in February, which is tomorrow, I'm going to be visiting a business every day and doing a reel about that business in my town. So next time you come to Edenton on the subscriber weekend, you'll have 28 places because there are only 28 days in February. Thank the good Lord. How many days are in January, Gina?
31.
892.
Huh?
892. Doesn't it feel like 892?
Yeah, it does. January's a long, painful month.
Yes, I'm going to be in Minnesota in April. I'm doing a talk. I think there's still some tickets available for that Sunday. I think what's the date? Is it April 30th? I can't remember. Anyway, it's through this caregivers retreat. I need to share it with my subscribers. But I'm excited too. I got my airline ticket yesterday. I'm flying into Minneapolis, and my friend Kate Swenson's going to pick me up, who's really a good friend of mine, and we've never met in person. How many hotels do we have here, Gina?
One. And if you want to count that.
She thought that long and said what?
That one down the road on Main Street.
The Coach House?
Yeah.
The Coach House, there's probably somebody watching this. I don't think I'll visit the Coach House in my 28 days of visiting businesses. My cousin from England was here, and she called her mom and was crying and asked if somebody to come pick her up because she saw somebody outside with a gun at our wedding. She's from England, and then she's at the Coach House dying. We got the Hampton Inn. We got America's Best.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
We got a lot of bed and breakfasts, and we've got Airbnbs. I mean, I had 150 people here, and it was already a big weekend. It's like, so we didn't even, when I do my weekend, I'm going to reserve the, it used to be the Lord's Proprietors. Now it's called something else. And you can reserve the whole thing.
Where is that?
It's down on Main Street, on Broad Street, near kind of where the farmer's market is.
You talking about the inn?
Yeah, the inn.
Uh-huh.
What's it called?
The inn?
Oh, now it's called the inn. It used to be called Lord's Proprietors. Just a note, you may like oysters, but they are a no-no in the Bible.
Huh?
Did you know that?
No, I don't remember reading that.
Is that in the Old Testament or the New Testament? I sort of go by the New Testament. What testament do you go by, Gina?
Well, I like to read them all, but as far as, well, I don't know, because you got the Ten Commandments are in the Old Testament, which we should all try our best to live by those.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got, because I'm a Baptist and a Christian, then you got this Christ rules and things.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he knows that we're.
You'll sleep on my couch. Negative, Ghost Rider. Hampton Inn is terrible. Oh, I like the Hampton Inn, Kim. I mean, it ain't any Ritz-Carlton. How often do you get the IV? Once a month. America's Best is America's Worst. Now, y'all have got to be friendlier about my hotels. I think
We got what we got.
we got what we got. I mean,
We tried.
yeah.
You know how many motels there are in Gates County?
How many motels in Gates County?
None yet.
None yet.
None yet.
None yet. Yeah, I like oysters. I think Jesus. I think Jesus shared oysters at the Last Supper. Didn't you read that?
Sure did. Yes.
Yeah, Jesus had oysters at the Last Supper
With crackers.
with crackers and butter.
Butter.
And he had a red rooster. Have you ever had a red rooster?
No, I'm not having red.
A red rooster is an oyster on a saltine cracker with
Hot sauce.
hot sauce and horseradish
Oh.
and a pepper. That is a red rooster at the Sunnyside Oyster Bar. Y'all quit hating on all my hotels, my motels. We trying. All right, subscribers, we'll see you in a few minutes. Gina and I have a very important topic today we're discussing.
We have some
That's important. Goodbye.